Hello everyone, it's Limzy here and welcome to my channel. Today we will be learning how to create your own pop-up card that we could elevate from our daily doodles. You could basically craft a simple but fun effect onto anything that you draw. So let's get started. First of all, we are going to draw our art onto a piece of paper. Depending on the size of your folded card later on, your drawing has to be smaller than the card itself in order to fit the drawing inside the card. Here, I'm using A5 watercolor paper and my card will be A4 size before folded. You could basically draw anything that you want. And here I am drawing a huge bunch of flowers in a basket. Today's focus is more on the technique on how to do the pop-up, so I'm not going into every detail for the drawing part here. But you can tell that I'm mixing all the flowers that we have learned in the previous tutorials and sum it up in one drawing. So this is also a fun way to practice what you have learned previously. I've done the pencil sketch earlier on, and now I am using my ink pen to outline these two big roses, some pointy leaves, and also some branched out flowers and berries here and there. If you are starting out, you could definitely draw something less complicated if this seems too much for you. The pop-up card technique works for almost all shapes and sizes. But of course, you could also go all out like what I'm doing here. And now I am adding some final touches with the ink pen, and there we have all our outlines done. Let's also erase our pencil lines, and then we will get straight to painting. Since it is a mixed bunch of flowers, I'm going to make this as vibrant and colorful as possible. Grab some crimson red and paint the roses. Red is one of the strongest color in the palette and it instantly adds a striking appearance into your painting. You could also add more red around by painting the little flowers to give it a little bit more accent here and there. Next, I am adding yellow, of course. No color brightens a space like yellow, and by adding some into your painting, the mood is lifted and it feels youthful and positive. I'm just dotting yellow into the little flowers, and it's okay to paint out of your outlines a bit. Next, let's mix out some green for the leaves. I'm mixing both sap green and viridian for a more natural looking green. And let's paint the leaves. Green is one of the most soothing colors to the eyes, and it adds an earthy element to any painting. We're almost there, but let's add some purple tones for our berries. Now purple is a really underrated color, as not many know that it complements yellow in the color wheel. So just dip the berries with purple and have fun with it. Last but not least, grab some yellow ochre and let's give the basket some colors and texture. Just paint out these short diagonal lines as we mimic the weaving patterns of the basket. And change the direction when you reach another row, like we're painting arrows. And just complete the whole basket with the same pattern painting, and our painting part will be done in no time. After the paint has dried up, grab our scissors and let's start cutting out our flowers. If your painting is complicated like this, it's better to leave a narrow white spacing so that it is easier for you to cut the thin areas. I believe it also gives your painting a nice white border in overall. And now we're done with the cutting, let's move on to the main card. Here I'm using an A4 white paper, but you could also use colored paper if you would like to. Fold the paper in half. And now this is where the magic happens. We will need to create a little card flap like this, with 4 folded sides to hold the flower piece. I will include the measurement for reference here, but basically, we will need to create a 90-degree flap for your piece to stand upright when the card is opened and close down flat when the card is closed. Ideally, this little flap has to be smaller than your pop-up piece so that it is hidden behind. Here I'm using a thick paper, which is some 300 GSM leftover watercolor paper, and make sure each side is creased and folded properly. Now place a flap in the middle of your card along the folded line and make sure you are able to close and open your card properly. Now spread some glue onto the 2 ends of the flap. Make sure you are using a strong glue so that it holds the flap properly onto the card. And paste it back to the center position along the folded line. Press and hold until it is dried up. Now do a double check and see if your card is closed properly with the attached flap inside. And now let's paste our flower basket with some glue on the upright side of the flap and make sure that your pop-up piece is standing and lying down properly again. And let's hold for a while for the glue to be dry. And we are finally done, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed learning this pop-up card style, and now you could basically pop up any of your drawing. It's a great way to add a personalized touch on a card for a friend that you would love to write to. If you post it on social media, remember to hashtag LoveLimsey so that I could check out your work. Like this video and subscribe to my channel, or if you have anything that you would like to learn from me, feel free to comment down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you real soon. Be kind to one another. Bye bye!